that you can eliminate that illness. And I'm telling you, if you stop buying and financing corrupt people in Mexico, I'm telling Mexico because, that's your closest neighbor, and that's a region that you consider to be your backyard. If you stop buying those oligarchs in Mexico, meaning the rich people from Mexico, sustaining them and rigging the elections that take place in that country to put your clowns, your puppets, that will leave those populations with the right to defend themselves and to get rid of that corruption. Maybe. I'm not saying that they will, because the populations also are very corrupted in themselves. But get your claw out of the world, and you'll see that the newcomers to America will really stop coming. I want to tell you something about why I'm here. I'm here because God brought me to this country seeking the love. I'm married with a North American woman, which is far away from being a gringo. And we have a lot of great, wonderful friends that are not gringos at all. But there is a good bunch of millions of gringos in this country. Very corrupt, very perverted, very arrogant, very racist. And yes, that happens around the world. But let's keep it clear, right? Let's be honest and truthful. It happens here. America is not a land of saints. It's not a land of just fair people at all. There is a term that some Middle Easterners used or in the past or use now, that they call America the Big Satan. Big Satan. So, yes, the Big Satan rules here in America. And as I said, not all Americans are per se Satanist, but there is a lot of that happening. And that's what is creating all the problems that happen in this nation and from here to the world. So, sir, from all the candidates that are running right now for the office, I will give you my vote, definitely. And I will do that because I'm sure that you will create the upheaval and the chaos that is needed to be created here, that the whole world will be free from the mayhem that the governments of the United States had created in the world, together with the governments of the world of other countries. I mean, the greedy upper classes of the world working together to slave humanity. And that's time that this is happening, and will come and happen from here. And the race factor probably will play a lot of a role in this coming oblivion, let's call it. It's a great thing, a wonderful thing to see you talking the way you talk. Yes, you talk your mind. In comparison with the other politicians, you are the greatest of human character among them. All of them, all the others, are liars and hypocrites. Well, maybe Mr. Carlson, and let's see who else. Mr. Carlson, I think you both are into getting in tune. Ralph Nader is not in the run, so the guy also has a good vision. All the others are a lot of pirates, I said, a bunch of colonizers, warmongers, Mr. Cruz, a Latino, I will say, Latino, completely brainwashed, as the same as Mr. Rubio. They don't represent the Latino real population at all now. And I'm not telling that the Latinos are righteous or fair or saints. No, no, no. Don't misunderstand me. But these guys don't care about their people. They just care about their careers, about their ideology, about their, whatever they are doing in politics. And here I have to say something very, very important for those that are backing Mr. Cruz, which are so-called Christians. I'm a Christian myself, and I feel a little bit sad to say this, but the people that are backing people like Cruz and Bush, George W. Bush, that call themselves Christians, I call them Christians. These are warmongers that don't have anything to do with the Spirit of the Lord Jesus Christ. They are gunhos. They are easy trigger people that like to pull the trigger as soon as they feel that something is not the way they want it. Why I'm saying this? Mr. Cruz says some things like that he's going to car bombing the Middle East to get rid of the terrorists, right? And let's ask Mr. Cruz who created those terrorists. From where all that stinky hole of the war on terror came to exist. You remember 9/11, right? Well, nobody believes that the things happened the way the political status decide that happened. So the war in terror is a created war by the imperial powers of the world to keep mayhem in the world and keep selling weapons and taking over countries and the oil and all that. So Mr. Cruz can talk with a cannon mouth that is going to bomb the heck out of everybody, but he is completely misleading and he is completely lying. And also another thing that he said, being a Christian, I said Christian, he said that in his America there is no place for homosexuals and other kind of peoples that he decided are not like him or follow the rules or the principles that he follows. I would like to ask those Christians that support this so-called Christian candidate, Christian again, that's the term that has to be used. What do you think Jesus Christ will think about carpet bombing nations and killing all sorts of people, and also secluding minorities out from the right of being? I'm not supporter of homosexuality neither, but I think they have the right to be and exist and participate and do whatever they think they want to do. And judgment will come from God, not from Mr. Cruz or the gun-ho Christians that call themselves, righteous people. So that's why you're going to beat that guy. And that's why you shouldn't feel in danger by being defeated in Iowa. You were not defeated. He was just supported by a bunch of crazy people that live there and think that they are the righteous of the world. But God is allowing them to have that time of fun, thinking that they will make it. Mr. Donald Trump, I congratulate you for your future presidency. And I congratulate you because you are going to get through some experience that you that you don't expect, sir. But it will be good that you get through it. And of course, this is going to take us all into the same thing. We are going all to learn. And I hope that we could get to the point to accept that we all are wrong and that we need to be loving, humble, and believing in the best nature that we had in our hearts from God, that we can really be free and achieve the goals that we came to this earth to achieve, following the Lord Jesus Christ. By the way, Sir Donald Trump, future Commander-in-Chief of Chaos, I give you the welcome to the White House. Thank you, sir, for your attention.